welcoming you to Yoga Nidra and the art of conscious relaxation. I'm so grateful that you made your way here today to take care of yourself in this very special way. We'll begin by finding a really comfortable position to rest in. If that means sitting for you, that's fine. I find this practice is done best for me, literally from bed, but you could lay on a mat on the floor. You could lay on a couch. Maybe you've got your puppy or your kitty with you. Pets are welcome to join. Please make sure that you have support underneath the head. And if you have tenderness in the low back, you might like to slide something underneath the knees. That always feels really good to me. Just getting settled in. If you haven't really moved a lot today and you'd like to take a few little stretches, maybe you could stretch the arms overhead or stretch through the toes, hug the knees in, any little movements that would allow you to further relax. Just get comfy. And sometimes this can take a little while for me. So doing a few things so that I can begin to become still in the body. So noticing the support that you have right now. And allowing yourself to really just sink into that support. There could be some other sounds around you, and you can notice them. You can observe the sounds in the room around you, and then just come back to focusing on the sound of my voice. And we're going to start by bringing the awareness to all the parts of the body that are being supported. Give yourself permission to just let go and be supported right now. And we'll begin to notice the breath. Easy breath in through the nose. Easy breath out of the nose or mouth. Feeling the breath moving in and out and beginning to arrive in whatever state of being that you are in. You are welcome here. Finding that gentle breath in, gentle breath out. And becoming an observer to your breath. Noticing the airflow, noticing the movement. See if you can take a step back and be the observer of your own breath. As we travel through our Yoga Nidra practice today, the instructions I will give to you are to stay alert and aware so that you can develop your presence, your conscious self, in between these waking and sleeping states. Stay alert and aware, but if for whatever reason you do drift off, trust that on some level your higher self is paying attention and that this rest is needed, and no judgment of this. So just noticing the belly rising on the inhale, the belly falling on the exhale. Gentle rise with the inhale, gentle fall with the exhale. An easy breath in, easy breath out, allowing yourself another moment to arrive. Maybe mentally closing the door on what has previously gone on today, and setting a boundary around this space and this time that is for your own self-care. Coming into this space with no expectations, just to be and be curious. I'll invite you to bring your inner gaze to that area at the center of the eyebrows. This is sort of the mind's eye. We call it the mind space. And I'll gaze there without any strain. My eyes are softly closed or half masked, if that feels better. And we're just observing whatever is going on in the mind space right now. It could be various colors or patterns swirling around, moving, or it might be not much of anything. Try to just observe the mind space, this area at the center of the brows behind the forehead, as if you're watching a movie screen. And if your eyes become strained, you can sort of wash them a little bit by rolling them around. So just gazing at the mind space, this is also called Chittakash, literally translated to mind space. And as you gaze into this area, I'd like you to scan the phase of life that you're in right now. Whatever you've been experiencing lately that stands out to you. And find one area you might like to change or improve, or something you just need a little extra support for. Find one thing. It can be small, it can be big, whatever sticks out in your mind. And we're going to turn this into your intention or sankalpa. This is a short, positive phrase in the present tense. So for example, if I've been feeling afraid lately and I have to face a lot of hard things, my intention might be, I am brave. If you're experiencing a lot of stress and turmoil, you might be drawn to an intention such as, I am calm, I am patient. If I find myself concerned for my health quite a lot, mental or physical, my intention might be something like, I am healthy, I am whole. So finding what feels right to you as a promise you'll make to yourself. Present tense, positive. Without spending too much time searching. And if you're ready, you can internally repeat this sankalpa or intention 3 times. Very good. And now we'll do a rotation of consciousness throughout the whole body. The only thing that will move is your mind. Moving the mind now to the right thumb, inhabiting the right thumb with your mind. The right second finger, right third finger, right fourth finger, and the 5th finger. Back of the right hand and center of the right palm. Filling up the entire right hand with your awareness, allowing the entire right hand to rest. Looking within the right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, right upper arm, right shoulder. filling the entire right arm from shoulder down to the fingertips with your awareness. The entire right arm is resting. And now moving your mind over to the left thumb. Left second finger. Left third finger. Fourth finger. And fifth finger. Back of the left hand. Center of the left palm. Inhabiting the entire left hand with your mind. The entire left hand is resting. Looking within the left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, and the left shoulder. Allowing the entire left arm from the shoulder all the way down to the fingers to be filled with your awareness. The entire left arm is resting. Both arms, from shoulders down to fingertips, both entire arms are resting. Very good. And now we'll move the mind down to the toes on both feet, starting with the big toes and filling each individual toe with your awareness. Moving from the second toes, third toes, fourth toes, and fifth toes. The soles of both feet. The tops of both feet. And both heels. Filling both feet with your awareness, allowing both feet to rest. Both feet are resting. Looking within both ankles, both shins and calves, both knees, both thighs, and both hips and buttocks. Filling the entire right leg from hip down to the toes with your awareness. The entire right leg is resting. Filling the entire left leg with your awareness from the hip down to the toes. The entire left leg is resting. Both legs are resting. Very good. And now moving your mind to your lower abdomen. The lower back, middle back, and the upper back. filling the entire chest cavity with your awareness, rib cage, heart, and lungs. Collarbone and neck. The front of the neck, the sides of the neck, and the back of the neck. And filling the entire torso, lower abdomen, chest cavity, with your awareness, allowing this part of your body to rest. The entire torso resting. As we move the awareness to the lower jaw, the upper jaw, both lips, the cheekbones, nostrils, tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, the eyebrows, all of the muscles surrounding the eyes, eyelids, and the eyeballs resting in their sockets. The forehead, temples, skin on the scalp, base of the skull, both ears, everything between both ears. Filling the entire head, neck, and face with your awareness. Allowing the head, neck, and face to rest, allowing the mind to be calm as well. The entire body, from head to fingertips to toes, is resting. Feeling the whole entire body filled with your awareness is resting. And now gently bring your awareness back to the mind space, the area at the center of the eyebrows, and gazing into Chittakash as if you were looking at that movie screen, sitting in the back row and observing what you can about your mind space in this moment. Just going with whatever shows up, including nothing. And seeing if you can focus your awareness on just watching the screen. This is the seat of your intuition. Developing the ability to visualize can be very useful for developing intuition. So now we'll use the creativity of the mind. And I'll invite you to picture yourself at the edge of a long, tall, green hedge. Noticing what you can about this tall, green hedge. Walking alongside with your feet in the cool grass and feeling the vibrancy of this hedge beside you. You can run your hand along its glossy green leaves. And you can take in the refreshing, clean air, blue skies. Coming to a gap in the hedge, looking in, You realize you're standing at the edge, at the mouth of a labyrinth or maze, comprised entirely of boxwood. And this labyrinth or maze is beckoning to you to take a walk through, challenging yourself to find your way amongst all the green. So stepping into this maze and seeing yourself, again, observing yourself, following these grassy paths amongst the hedges, turning left, turning right, and backtracking when you get caught at a dead end. As you persist through, trust that your own wisdom will guide you, making your way through this maze. And again, using the power of the mind, rise up above yourself in the labyrinth and see the full layout of the maze from above. Picture that, what that looks like. All the winding hedges forming a beautiful pattern. That beautiful pattern leading to a central lawn, an open space. See that there is an easy path if you go slow and trust your intuition. Guiding yourself further into the maze, imagine taking confident steps towards that one last turn, arriving at the central lawn that opens before you. And stepping into this space, noticing a beautiful gazebo rising up. Picture yourself walking towards the gazebo and noticing what is happening within it. Perhaps there's a beautiful table of refreshment laid out for you. Perhaps there's a favorite person waiting there for you. Feeling that connection, that joy, excitement of solving a puzzle, finding your way and being rewarded. That satisfaction of letting your wisdom guide you. And picturing yourself having some simple pleasures of eating and drinking, talking and laughing with your favorite person. And if you can't think of a person, think of your twin, your own self, sitting with yourself and spending time, quality time with yourself, with you. And being open to receiving any messages that your higher self would like to bring to you in this moment, in this space, this special space of the mind. Being open to receiving any messages from your higher self about your path, any questions you have about the way forward. Just listening and letting there be room to hear what intuition tells you. Being nourished by that, even if there is silence, being nourished by that. As you're ready to leave this gazebo and maze behind, getting ready to leave this space and come back to that movie screen mental mind space. Once again, gazing without strain at the area at the center of the eyebrows. And into this fertile bed of the mind, we'll once again plant the seed of intention, using the same intention as we did at the beginning, making this sacred promise to yourself, and repeating your sankalpa or intention 3 times internally with confidence. You can picture what it would look like for you to have already manifested your intention. See what you look like. See what decisions you make or what actions you take with this intention having manifested. Really visualize and feel that in your body. And then allowing the sankalpa to be planted and left in this space, trusting that the higher self will manage its manifestation. Beginning to come out from our Yoga Nidra space really slowly, opening the mind to the external environment, hearing the sounds around you. If you're already out, noticing, you can open the eyes, notice the space around you. Coming back to the breath, you can let yourself take a deep, delicious breath in and a full breath out. And if you need to stay resting, allow yourself this time to rest. If you're ready to come out, you can do a few small stretches. Maybe stretch the arms overhead. If you're lying on your back, you could roll to one side and give yourself a hug. Even if you're sitting, you can give yourself a hug and seal in this kindness for yourself, this relaxation. Allowing the calm space that you've just cultivated to echo throughout the rest of your day and perhaps your week. As you come to sit, thank you so much for your practice. Namaste.